In the 17th century, the renowned French mathematician, scientist, and philosopher René Descartes posited that the pineal gland was the seat of the soul. To Descartes, this small gland represented the intersection of the physical and spiritual realms. He was fascinated by its central position within the brain and believed it to be the singular part of the body where the soul could exercise control over the flesh. He hypothesized that the gland was the principal seat of the soul and the place where all thoughts were formed. This theory arose from his dualistic view of the human body and mind. He believed that the mind and body were distinct entities, with the mind being non-material and the body being physical. Descartes viewed the pineal gland as a central and unique structure in the brain, situated perfectly between the two hemispheres, which aligned with his idea of a singular entity that could control the body. The gland's central location and its relative singularity in an otherwise symmetrical brain appealed to Descartes, who saw it as an ideal candidate for this mind-body interface. Descartes also reasoned that the pineal gland was the only part of the brain that wasn't mirrored on each side, which further reinforced his belief that it was the site where the soul interacted with the body. He postulated that the pineal gland was responsible for coordinating sensory information, making it a central hub for processing external stimuli and generating thoughts and actions. This theory was also influenced by his observations of the animal brain, where he noticed that while other structures were mirrored, the pineal gland remained singular, suggesting to him a special role in the human experience. Despite the limited anatomical knowledge of his time, Descartes' theory has inspired subsequent philosophical and scientific inquiry into the pineal gland's role in consciousness and perception. Descartes' ideas weren't entirely original, however, as ancient cultures had already perceived the pineal gland as a mystical structure. The Egyptians depicted it as the eye of Horus, and Eastern philosophies considered it a vital chakra associated with insight and intuition. The concept of the third eye has roots in ancient Indian and Tibetan cultures. In Indian spiritual traditions, particularly in Hinduism, the third eye is often associated with the Ajna chakra, which is depicted as a mystical eye located on the forehead between the eyebrows. This chakra is believed to be the center of intuition, insight, and higher consciousness. In Tibetan Buddhism, the third eye is associated with spiritual awakening and enlightenment. It is often symbolized as an eye that can see beyond ordinary perception and into the realm of spiritual truth. The ancient Greeks were largely unaware of the pineal gland's specific role within the brain. However, they had a general concept of the third eye, which they associated with insight and higher perception. Greek philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle discussed the concept of the mind's eye or inner vision, which aligns conceptually with the later understanding of the pineal gland's role in spiritual insight. Plato, in particular, spoke of the eye of the soul, through which we could gain knowledge beyond mere physical perception. These ancient beliefs stemmed from the pineal gland's unique location and the early realization that it responded to light, leading many to see it as a bridge between the seen and unseen worlds. Shifting from the mystical to the empirical, the pineal gland serves as a tiny but vital endocrine organ within the brain. It is responsible for producing melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. This biological function is closely tied to the gland's sensitivity to light, a trait that has fueled its association with perception and enlightenment across cultures. The pineal gland plays a crucial role in circadian rhythms, the body's internal clock, affecting various physiological processes. From a psychological perspective, the pineal gland's regulation of melatonin impacts mood and emotional well-being. Sleep, often considered a gateway to the subconscious, is influenced by this gland, linking it to dreams and altered states of consciousness. Neurologically, the pineal gland's connections to other parts of the brain suggest its potential involvement in cognitive functions and emotional regulation. As we journey back to the spiritual realm, we find ourselves entranced by the view of the pineal gland as the cradle of the soul. Given its central position and mysterious functions, it's easy to see why ancient and modern thinkers alike view it as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. The concept of the third eye, often associated with the pineal gland, suggests that it provides insight into higher dimensions and deeper truths. Many spiritual traditions believe that the activation of the pineal gland can lead to heightened states of awareness, intuition, and spiritual enlightenment. In Eastern philosophies, the pineal gland is linked to the Ajna chakra, which is associated with perception, intuition, and wisdom. In theosophy and various New Age beliefs, it is seen as a key to unlocking psychic abilities and connecting with higher realms. These beliefs position the pineal gland as a portal to spiritual dimensions, reinforcing its role as the cradle of the soul. However, this cradle of the soul is often shrouded in a veil of calcification. Over time, the pineal gland can accumulate calcium deposits, which may hinder its function. This calcification is influenced by factors such as aging, diet, and exposure to fluoride. In many cases, the gland becomes hardened and less capable of producing melatonin or functioning optimally. To decalcify the pineal gland and reactivate its potential, various strategies are suggested. One common approach is to reduce fluoride intake, as fluoride contributes to calcification. Drinking purified water and avoiding fluoride-based dental products can help mitigate this. Additionally, a diet rich in antioxidants, such as berries, dark leafy greens, and other vibrant fruits and vegetables, can aid in reducing calcification. Practices like meditation and yoga to stimulate the pineal gland and enhance its function. These practices facilitate the flow of energy through the third eye, potentially activating the pineal gland and enhancing spiritual perception. Light exposure, particularly sunlight and blue light, can also stimulate the gland, aligning it with natural circadian rhythms. And that's a wrap on today's fascinating journey into the world of René Descartes and the mysterious pineal gland. If you found this exploration into the seat of the soul intriguing, don't forget to hit that like button. Your support helps us bring you more content that dives deep into the intersections of philosophy, science, and spirituality. We'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever wondered about the role of the pineal gland in your own life? Let's start a conversation and learn from each other's insights. If you think someone you know would enjoy this topic, be sure to share this video with them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us to keep bringing you content that explores the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep seeking the truth and stay curious.